2025, is this going to be the year of cruising? Well, it may very well be. It's shaping up to be an incredible year with exciting new ports, ships, and destinations, and even a new U.S. departure port. I'm Melissa, a university professor who loves to cruise and who loves to talk ship. First, I want to share my top 5 destinations for 2025 that you need to know about. Number 5 is the Dominican Republic's Cabo Rojo. Now, this is really exciting. I love Dominican Republic. I've been to Taino Bay and Amber Cove in Puerto Plata many times. But recently, Royal Caribbean has announced that they're adding calls to a new port of call in Dominican Republic, which is Cabo Rojo. This is a brand new port destination, and it's being developed by Taino Bay's parent company, ITM Group. And that's exciting because of all the cruise ports that I visited, I really love Taino Bay. So if they can hold that same standard of excellence with this new destination, it is certain to be pretty awesome. If you've never been to Taino Bay, it's new, it's modern, it's clean. My only complaint is it's a little bit overpriced in terms of the restaurants, the bars, the coffee shops, the gift shops, but a lot of cruise ports are. But other than that, Taino Bay is awesome. They have a monkey encounter, they have free pool access, they don't have free beach access, but they also even have a little lazy river. So I can only hope that Cabo Rojo is going to be as awesome as Taino Bay. Now, Royal Caribbean ships are going to start docking here in late 2025. And another thing that's interesting about this cruise port destination is that it's located in the country's southwest region near Pedernales. So this development represents a major investment by Royal Caribbean in the Dominican Republic's cruise infrastructure. Now, according to the releases and the public information they've put out, the port's going to feature a unique mix of ecological and cultural experiences, which makes me think it probably is going to mimic the experience you get at Taino Bay, but we'll see. Now, what also makes this particularly special is that it is located in a previously undeveloped region of the Dominican Republic. So this is going to offer cruisers a new perspective on this beautiful country. So if you're the kind of cruiser that doesn't like those super busy, crowded, commercialized, Americanized cruise ports like Cozumel, you're probably going to find appeal in this. Now, another thing that this area is known for is having really great beaches and being in close proximity to the Jaragua National Park, which is one of the Caribbean's largest protected areas. So I know that this is going to be on my must-see list for 2025. Number 4 is one that I really want to get to in 2025, which is Bermuda. Now, there are often Bermuda sailings from East Coast ports like New York, Baltimore, and Boston. And what's exciting is that there is a new U.S.-based departure port for Bermuda sailings, which is Philadelphia. Norwegian Cruise Lines recently announced that their Norwegian Gem will offer 7-day Bermuda sailings and 11 and 12-day Caribbean voyages starting in summer 2025. Now, what is appealing to me about Bermuda and why it's one of the tops on my bucket list is that it offers those iconic pink sand beaches and crystal clear waters. Plus, I've never been. Oh, and plus, the Bermuda Triangle mythology. That's pretty cool. But what's really cool and what cruisers love about Bermuda that makes it especially appealing is that instead of docking and rushing off the ship and rushing around for a port of call and then rushing back so you're not going to miss the ship for that return to ship time, is that sailings to Bermuda, they typically dock for multiple days at the Royal Naval Dockyard. So you have more time to unwind, relax, dedicate more than just part of a day in one location. And that gives you plenty of time to explore the entire island and not feel rushed. Plus, the dockyard itself is a historic naval facility turned cultural hub that features local artisans, there's restaurants, and there's even a National Museum of Bermuda if you're a nerd like me who loves that stuff. And from there, you can easily access the capital city of Hamilton via ferry or bus. And there you'll find some high-end shopping on Front Street and the beautiful Bermuda Underwater Exploration Institute. And if you visit, don't miss St. George's, a UNESCO World Heritage Site with its historic streets, St. Peter's Church, which is the oldest Anglican church in the Western Hemisphere, and some unfinished church ruins. Now, the big appeal of Bermuda, of course, is its beach. And beach lovers always want to make time for places like Horseshoe Bay, which is consistently rated as one of the world's best beaches, and Crystal Caves, which is a stunning underground network of caves and pools. So I know this is going to be the top of my list for 2025. Number 3 are the ABC Islands, which are Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. Now, I've been to 2 of 3, but I'm going to try to get to Bonaire. But the ABC Islands are loved as spectacular year-round destinations for a few reasons. One, they sit outside the hurricane belt, which makes them perfect for any season. In Aruba, in particular, that's known as One Happy Island, you'll find beautiful destinations like Eagle Beach and Palm Beach, which are consistently high rated as top beaches in the Caribbean. The island also offers unique attractions like the Kesabari rock formations and national parks, and a ton of things to do, and it really is beautiful. Now, I haven't been to Bonaire yet, but from what I've researched, it's surrounded by a protected marine park, which really makes it a world-class destination if you're into snorkeling and diving, with waters that are just so clear that you can often spot fish right from the cruise ship pier. The entire coastline is a protected marine sanctuary with more than 85 marked dive sites. And of the ABC Islands, at least the ones I visited, my personal favorite and one of my favorite cruise port destinations is Curacao. Curacao charms visitors with its colorful Dutch colonial architecture, and it is just stunning. It's stunning with those pink and yellow buildings. It's clean. It's beautiful. And that famous Queen Emma floating bridge is pretty awesome. And you can walk right there from the cruise port. And once you get across it, there's so much to do. The island's famous liquor factory offers tours. So if you go to Curacao, of course, you've got to try Curacao. I've done that tasting and it's really cool, even though I don't like liquor. But definitely something you've got to do if you make your way to Curacao. So maybe in 2025, the ABC Islands will be on your itinerary. Must attend. Number 2 is Alaska. The last frontier remains one of the most spectacular and top of the bucket list for most people cruise destinations accessible from U.S. ports. What's cool about this is you can sail from Seattle or San Francisco or Vancouver, and there you can explore the Inside Passage. You can witness glaciers in places like Glacier Bay National Park, and it's a great opportunity to spot wildlife like whales, bears, and eagles. Typical port stops include Juneau, where you can visit the Mendenhall Glacier. I've been. It's spectacular. You have to take transportation to get there, but definitely worth the time. You can also do Mount Roberts Tramway for panoramic views. Skagway is famous for its gold rush history and Yukon Route Railway, and Ketchikan, which I love, is known as Alaska's first city, and it's home to the world's largest collection of standing totem poles, which I visited. It's a beautiful park, and it's a really great walking path. And I love Ketchikan because of all of the colorful buildings and bridges. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Now, there's other ports as well, and each port offers unique opportunities to explore the culture and to potentially see wildlife. And it's obviously the best place for whale watching. What makes Alaska unique, though, is the combination of scenic cruising through protected waters and ports that offer both wilderness adventures and cultural experiences. I am a nerd, and so I loved the opportunity to learn about the native cultures here, and that was probably my favorite thing about it. So if you haven't made it to Alaska yet, make that your goal in 2025 because it's something everybody needs to do in their lifetime. And number 1, Celebration Key. If you follow me, you know I love some private islands, and there's a new one. So this takes my top spot for 25. I actually already have a cruise booked for this, and this is Carnival's brand new private island destination. It's slated to open in July of 2025 and is a 369-acre paradise located about 20 miles east of Freeport, Grand Bahama. Carnival has confirmed and put out some conceptual kind of illustrations that look really cool. And it seems that it's going to feature multiple themed beaches that cater to different preferences. You're going to have your rowdier party and family vibe, and then you're also going to have quieter spots for relaxation. Now, the centerpiece of this is supposed to be a massive freshwater pool, one of the largest in the Caribbean. The island will also feature dedicated areas for active adventures. There's water rec, and there's lots of dining and shopping, of course, with bars and restaurants. And what's particularly exciting is the design of this pier. It is supposed to be designed to accommodate multiple Carnival ships simultaneously, which can be a bad thing if you have a lot of ships there on the same day and it can get overcrowded. But the upside is that means no tender boats are needed to reach the island. And I personally hate the tendering process. And that is where, for various reasons, a ship has to dock further out. There's no pier to just step out off of. And water shuttles or tender boats have to transport cruisers from the ship to land. So there's no tendering here, and that's awesome. And it's also exciting because it'll be easily accessible from multiple Carnival home ports, including Miami and Port Canaveral, making it easy to visit on those shorter itineraries, regardless of which Carnival itinerary you choose. Now let's talk about some of the exciting new ships coming in 2025. Celebrity Excel will join Celebrity's Edge class as their 6th vessel in this series, featuring the line's signature Magic Carpet, which is an outward-facing deck that can move up or down the side of the ship. Like her sister ships, she'll feature the innovative infinite verandas and those multi-story window wall designs that have revolutionized cruise ship architecture. Royal Caribbean, they keep going big. Their Star of the Seas will be the 4th vessel in their gigantic Icon class, following the incredible and newsworthy famous Icon of the Seas. These ships are notable for their size and their innovative features, including the Aqua Dome, a transformational entertainment venue that features a 55-foot waterfall. Princess Cruises is also keeping up with the competition, welcoming their 3rd Sphere-class ship, which continues their tradition of elegance in cruising with modern amenities. These ships will feature what a lot of cruisers love, which is their innovative Princess Medallion technology, and they also plan to have multiple pools, including an infinity pool at the aft, that's the back, of the ship. MSC World America is probably the one that's making the most news. This is going to be the 2nd ship in MSC's World class, custom built for the American market. So MSC is an Italian cruise line. I've sailed MSC a lot. I'm not their biggest fan. I'm pretty vocal about that. And it may be in part because they have not traditionally catered to the American market, and I'm, well, an American. But this one is actually custom built for Americans. At over 205,000 gross tons, she'll feature the distinctive Y-shaped aft, again, that's the back of the ship, design that is kind of the signature of those world-class vessels with MSC, along with an 11-deck-high indoor promenade. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of MSC, but I will tell you, they make some gorgeous ships. I've sailed 2 of their newer ships, Seashore and Seaside, and they are absolutely stunning. Of all the cruises I've taken, those are probably the most beautiful and elegant cruise ships that I've ever personally experienced. So I'm excited for this new one. And Disney Cruise Line, they're going to welcome their 8th ship, Disney Treasure, which is going to bring even more magic to the seas with their signature storytelling and entertainment. This ship's design is going to be inspired by the theme of the adventure, featuring the first haunted mansion at sea and a unique Broadway-style show based on Disney's Aladdin. Definitely a personal fave. Treasure just started sailing in December 2024, so this is going to be one of the newer offerings in 2025. And brand new to the Disney fleet will be Disney Destiny and Disney Adventure, both introduced in 2025. Whether you're excited about exploring a brand new destination like Celebration Key or Cabo Rojo, experiencing the natural wonders of Alaska, or sailing on one of these awesome, innovative, and probably gigantic new ships, 2025 has something to offer for every type of cruiser. But I want to know your thoughts. Which of these destinations or cruise ships, new or old, are you most excited about? Drop a comment below and let me know what you're thinking for 2025. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and share this with your cruise-loving friends. And always visit profmelissa.com for free cruise resources, including free port guides and a whole lot of other stuff. Until next time, keep on cruising.